Shit, man. Seriously. See, I already get what JD is talking about. Let me take you to the situation regarding Brody King, regarding Brody King and some shit that happened with that T-shirt. According to Cultaholic, as far as I know of, Warner Brothers Discovery is blocking wrestler Brody King from AEW Dynamite following these excessive "fuck ice" chants. They're saying that Warner Brothers Discovery is looking to keep Donald Trump on the side, leading to Brody King being off of AEW television. See, this is for like today here. Uh, since the publication of this article that was has something to do with the statement that Warner Brothers Discovery had already issued, that they have issued this following statement, and they're saying this: Warner Brothers Discovery did not have any involvement in Brody King's upcoming AEW schedule. Any speculation to the contrary is categorically false. Brody is scheduled to appear during the next AEW event, which will air this Saturday night on TNT and HBO Max. So there's something goes around with there's some according stuff here. Uh, AEW have also told Fightful Wrestling's Sean Ross Sapp that the rumors of WBD WBD blocking Brody King from last night's episode are totally untrue. I don't know why they lied, but David Meltzer, who was an editor, who's been the editor ever since the beginning, he has also offered the following clarification in saying that those at AEW have said nobody from WBD asked them to not use Brody King on last night's show, and this was just how it was booked, to only use him in a video package. We have heard over the weekend that there were concerns about how much pub the situation had gotten from the WBD side. But those at AEW said that they were not told not to put him on the show. So this corrects the report from last night. It had been a topic of discussion over the weekend. This is what's been mentioned about about what happened last night's regarding last night's AEW Dynamite show. Brody King, who's been working for the company, was so absent from like Wednesday night's episode of AEW Dynamite on TBS, and I think it was Max, and it wasn't even a Tony Khan decision not to have him on the show. According to Dave Meltzer on the Wrestling Observer Radio podcast, saying that AEW minority owner and TV partner Warner Brothers Discovery, they have made the call not to have wrestler Brody King on Dynamite due to the prospect of the further anti-ice chants, like these fuck ice chants. WBD reportedly wanted to avoid upsetting WWE Hall of Famer and United States President Donald John Trump because of the pending Warner Brothers Discovery acquisition by Netflix, which still requires regulatory approval. There's some words here that have been mentioned here. It says that the deal is that they didn't want the fans in the arena to be chanting that. If Brody came out, there was that risk. Dot, dot, dot. When he comes back, it will happen again. I don't know if they're going to handle it. This is again not a Tony Khan call. This is from above. You know what it is. Nobody wants to get on Trump's bad side. If it wasn't for that, nobody would care. It's just a chant. But unfortunately, they, WBD got a company they're trying to sell and get regulatory approval from a guy who was gonna take that stuff personal. That's just how it is. No Brody King on the show. Yeah, that's what it says. It says no Brody King on the show when he absolutely, of course, of course, Brody King and MJF should have had a segment on the show. It's been said by David Meltzer. Okay, both MJF, who had to be Maxwell Tyler Friedman, and Brody King were absent from AEW Dynamite and their AEW World Title match at the Grand Slam Australia was promoted through a video package on Wednesday night. King earned the title shot courtesy of his squash win over MJF on last week's Dynamite at the Pearl Theater in Las Vegas, Nevada. The fans are chanting "fuck ice." Fans chanted "fuck ice" before the match, with Brody King having previously worn an "Abolish Ice" T-shirt at pro wrestling events. The chants received mainstream. That's what I tell you about the chants. The chants have received mainstream attention, something that the people in AEW were said to be happy about. This says here, it says that if you use any quotes, it says this, if you use any quotes from this article, please credit the original source and give an HT to cultaholic.com. Holy shit. See, this is weird. I got other news that's regarding this report about a fan being kicked out for wearing that same exact T-shirt that Brody King was wearing. Let's go back to this. We're going to wrestling news, and this is what they're saying about this fan. Yeah, it's something about this fan wearing the T-shirt that Brody King is wearing in wrestling events. This is from earlier today here. Yeah, all elite wrestling logo they have. It has the anti-ice thing. Yeah, this fan got kicked out for wearing. This fan's kicked. See, it happened in AEW, and one of their fans are kicked out of a Dynamite. He got kicked out of last time. What the fuck? This is gonna be freaking me out for one goddamn second. This motherfucker who was a fan. of the AEW product is kicked out of the Dynamite taping from last night due to him wearing an anti immigration customs and enforcement t shirt. It says abolish ICE. He got kicked out of Dynamite due to an abolish ICE t shirt. He should just change his shirt. He should change his shirt and go to the streets with that, man. Like, stupid, man. Oh boy. A fan was reportedly turned away from this week's episode of AEW Dynamite at the Toyota Arena in Ontario, California, after arriving in a Brody King Abolish ICE t-shirt. An Abolish ICE t-shirt. The moment, which has surfaced in a viral video on Twitter, has ignited the discussion surrounding venue policies and the fan freedom of expression. The fan who goes by the name Scooty Puff, his name is Scooty Puff Sr., the Doom Bringer online said arena security asked him a couple of times to turn the shirt inside out because of its political message. Because of its political message, after he declined, he was reportedly refused entry for the event. In the video, he displayed the T-shirt, which featured a cartoon-style illustration of Brody King, alongside the phrase "quote unquote" abolish ICE. Despite the situation, the fan had emphasized that he does not hold AEW responsible. In a follow up post, he just wrote that I'm calling out the arena on this. That's what he says. He says that I'm calling out the arena on this. AEW has done nothing wrong. Another fan posting under the name at I Like Daniel claimed, yeah, it's a fan who posted under this name. It's called it's called at I Like Daniel underscore claimed that claiming that they saw someone wearing a different version of the same shirt inside the arena, raising questions about how consistently the policy was enforced. The incident comes 1 week after Dynamite in Las Vegas, where the fans loudly chanted, "You guessed it, fuck ICE," during an AEW World Championship match. Yes, during an AEW World Championship Eliminator match between Maxwell Jacob Freeman and Brody King. Following this event, Friedman praised AEW's stance on the crowd reactions, saying that we don't censor the fans. It's nice. Oh, we got a tweet from this fan who got kicked out of the Toyota Arena in California. He said this. He said this by in a tweet. He said that I doubt this gets any attention, but if the security team here at the Toyota at Toyota Arena in Ontario, California, yes, in Ontario, California, have a problem with my at Brody X King abolish ICE shirt to the point of kicking me out, then they're not making a strong case to get future at AEW events booked here. Well, I ain't gonna watch this on. I ain't gonna watch this on the on X because I couldn't even find anything else about this guy. Yep, it has like 32. It only had like 32 replies regarding this man's tweet. Scooty Puff. That's his name. Scooty Puff. That's his name. I didn't know why. I didn't know why the guys call himself the Doombringer. Scooty Puff Senior. He was like called himself the Doombringer. This is from like yesterday's tweet though. Like it has like it has like one reply being read, and it has like 32 of them. It has like 32 of them being 32 of those replies being read. Uh, and this guy right here. Uh, what's it? It says GEND Daniel. I don't even know who he was. Uh, he says he says that I'm at the event, and I could have sworn I've seen the other variant of Brody's abolish ICE shirt being worn too. All this type of shit. This is all just become a waste of periodical time for fans coming out there wearing T-shirts. That just don't even make no sense for them wearing T-shirts. That could have made these things look completely worse. The thing, those fans, and especially, they must have been wearing that same exact T-shirt that King had worn in events. It's like, come on, are these people that stupid? We're going straight to okay, we're going straight into another news here. Uh, this has something to do with this man being polled. You know, from the from last night's AEW Dynamite taping, which that Warner Brothers Discovery had already denied. See, it had something to do with this man being being absent from television. See, this is where they denied all the shit. They have said Warner Brothers Discovery, they wanna be act like a bunch of cocksuckers that they are. For as I know, they said that it had nothing to do with Brody King's absence on AEW Dynamite this week. They they said that Brody King was they had said this. They had said that Brody King will challenge MJF for the AEW World Championship in Australia this weekend. In Australia. But he was not featured on the Go Home episode of the Dynamite taping from like yesterday. According to a report from F4WOnline.com's David Meltzer, saying that King was kept off this week's episode of AEW Dynamite due to Warner Brothers Discovery making the decision. Meltzer had said that the decision he said that the decision to ban Brody King, their decision, he said that the decision was for them to ban wrestler Brody King. Brody King from the show was a response to these anti-ice chants, like those fuck ice chants that already been heard on February the 4th episode of the Dynamite taping, which made national headlines last week. It's all over the media. Meltzer had claimed that if it weren't for the potentially upsetting US President Donald Trump by condoning the chance no one would really care. However, he said WBD was being cautious since they are lining up a sale and need regulatory approval from the administration of Donald Trump. They're saying that WBD had denied anything having anything to do with Brody King missing AEW Dynamite. Sean Ross Sapp, who was from Fightful, he said that AEW sources have vehemently denied the story. Yeah, they have vehemently. I don't know why they have did that, but they have vehemently denied the story. Now Warner Brothers Discovery has denied any involvement in in King's status that WBD issued the following statement to WrestleZone, calling any speculation about its role in Brody King's status categorically false. What's the name? Else words here. Categorically false. It's like it wasn't even true. They played for a sucker. Warner Brothers Discovery did not have any involvement in Brody King's upcoming AEW schedule. Any speculation to the contrary is categorically false. Brody is scheduled to appear during the next AEW event, which will air this Saturday on TNT and HBO Max. Ah, like I just read this fucking tweet. I just read this fucking tweet when I did a live show based on JD addressing the whole situation with Brody King not showing up on last night's Dynamite taping. I just did a live show based on that shit. It's more than what they had made the eye. Yeah, somebody got killed on Hamilton Street. Hold on. I'm not gonna be able to touch on that news regarding what happened in Hamilton Street. I'm not fucking with that shit. I ain't fucking with it. I ain't fucking with that shit. I'm leaving it alone. Stick with the rest of the news. That's what I'm doing. The thing about Brody King and his showing up in wrestling events with that T-shirt, these fans, he got these fans wearing the T-shirt. Scooty Puff and I like Daniel and these motherfuckers, you know, chiming in on the T-shirt. Like, come on. You're like, I mean, while I was on the road, man, you got people spray painting "fuck ICE" and and some shit about these about the ICE director and things like that. They labeling her as a kidnapper and all this shit. So they already sent those Mexicans and Somalians back to where they came from anyway. These guys are not going to be coming back uh to our country. They can stay comfortable wherever the hell they at. So the thing is about these AEW fans being kicked out for wearing that exact T-shirt, it has something to do with the immigration, customs, and enforcement. Um, it's just some government organization. It was ready to pick up these illegal aliens and getting them out of the American soil. It's a way to get them out of American soil. So I'm sorry, I already smoked the blunt and drank the energy drink earlier. So you know, after I ate some chicken, after I ate some chicken in a hot pocket, and you know, you know, pancakes and sausage on a stick. So the thing about these they're waiting to get this man Brody King. They about to get this man on a plane to Australia on Saturday. So people are thinking about what happened with Brody King's being on the bill for the Saturday night collision taping, an AEW television taping that's gonna be coming this Saturday. And I think it's gonna be on the 14th. Yeah, they're on denial, so I don't even care too much about these network goons, these uh suit and tie wearing dick lickers at Warner Brothers and Discovery. I don't even care about them because they had their own fucking they only had their own fucking uh hands tied with the whole situation with these political backgammons. Other words, man, these like see, I just want to watch wrestling shows that I don't even have to hear nothing about the political backgammons and the and all this other power plays. I don't even need to see through all that shit in wrestling. Can a brother just watch wrestling while while a the political agenda bullshit spewed into it and bleeding into it? No need for this shit. No need for this shit to be bleeding into the wrestling. Keep it out of the wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Keep it out of the wrestling. So I don't even have to worry about any of other people's bullshit and backlash uh, that could be happening later. So I'm about to be due to go play Call of Duty Warzone and things like that. So I gotta go explain why. For that man to come out there to wear an abolish ICE T-shirt. It looks like an anti-ICE T-shirt. He ain't gonna come to the show. He can he might be looking for his career to be uh to be over and to end because of the bullshit that happened to him um in wrestling events and pulled a bunch of people into a frenzy. And I'm like, okay, let's go see if Mr. Tony Khan will get the wrestling fans to stop chanting the words like abolish ICE or fuck ICE. He can go ahead and get them to stop uh, chanting that because if they chant that, it could get bleeped. It could get bleeped anyway. It could get bleeped. It could get bleeped anyway. So what? I can watch an NXT show. They can go ahead and go chant "Holy shit" if they want to chant it. Let them chant it if they want to chant it. It's not their fault. They can chant that. They can chant it if they want to chant it. If they want to feel like they're ready to chant whatever they want to chant. They're not going to chant something that the AEW fans are going to chant. They're not going to do that because WWE will not allow any of that to happen. they get some people might get tired of hearing those chants. But I'm glad to go play Call of Duty. I gotta go see if they still have this sale on the Black Ops 7 game. If I have to go through all of it, let me go. Let me end this live show. Uh, and I'll check with you tomorrow if I'm available. And I'm available to do this. If I'm available and ready to do this, okay. I gotta go. I gotta go play Call of Duty. You know, peace. You know, hair grease, man. Peace and hair grease, man.